Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Championship Girls Soccer, the 2019 City Series. St. Mary's in the all blue with gold trim. English with their white and maroon. English defeated Lynn in the girls' opening game of the tournament. St. Mary's beat Classical. Eliza Brown in net for St. Mary's. Elise Newson for English. And Brown comes all the way out to the 10-yard line and just grabs it ahead of Melissa Zayas, who had a very big game in that first win. She's the leading scorer from last year. And she jumped right out to a quick start, getting a hat trick and an assist, picking up 4 points. It was the exact opposite in the boys' game. It was Lynn Tech beating Lynn English in a shootout, and Classical shutting out St. Mary's. In the consolation game that was just finished, it was English having a huge second half, getting 5 goals and beating St. Mary's 5-1. That's after losing a very tough game in a shootout. St. Mary's trying to throw it in front. Newson comes out and picks it off and boots it away. Mackey back there, she's the heart and soul of the defense. She's the center fielder back there. English will kick it out. St. Mary's will get the throw in. English knocks it out again. And St. Mary's trying to get it. They tipped it off. Tech out of play. They throw it in. St. Mary's keeping it in the English end right now. Turning, trying to center it. English got a piece. St. Mary's gets it back. Knocked away by the English defense. And it goes out off St. Mary's. English quickly gets it off ahead to Mackey, and she knocks it right back in to the English zone. Gabriela Diaz and Kayla Demers both had 2 goals apiece in that win by St. Mary's. Now St. Mary's going to get a free kick from the 20-yard line. Mackey's going to take it. Line drives it. It got headed, and it got headed in. Mackey drilled it. It bounced. It went off the goaltender. She bobbled it. It was there. They hit it. She made the save initially and then bobbled it, and it got knocked in again. So St. Mary's grabs a 1-0 lead. English picks it off. St. Mary's gets it back. Demers trying to throw it in front. Blocked. English knocks it away. It's going to go out of play. They knock it. I think they're trying to knock it ahead. They knocked it back the other way. Shot on net goes wide. I think it was Katie O'Neill that got the goal. Well, the sun comes out really strong now. There was a scrum out in front. Everybody looking for it. The goalie Newson had it. Looked like she made the save. She bobbled it. Thought she had it. Got tipped away, loose again. And St. Mary's is able to knock it in. Demers gets it in the middle. Lead pass, walking in. Offside. And now I'm looking, it was Julie Nicolo that got the goal. I was trying to pick up the number. First I thought it was number 7. Then I thought it was number 5. I couldn't make out the number. But it was Julie Nicolo that got the goal. Demers trying to walk in, takes the shot. Might have gone inside the post, might have gone wide. Newson made sure she just grabbed it and kicks it away. Mackey had it blocked, and when it got blocked, the English player blocked it with her hand. So it'll be a free kick for St. Mary's. And St. Mary's going to get called for a knockdown. St. Mary's girls have won this tournament many times. Yeah, coming back. Nico leaves it for Demers. She's just so quick. Trying to get around the defense. They push it. They kept pushing it to the right side. Finally got a shot off. Couldn't get much on it. Newson able to make the save. Good defense there by English. I think it was Ariana Garcia with that defensive play. English picked it off but knocked it back toward their own net. Now they kick it away. St. Mary's right back at it. That one rolled right through everybody. Punched ahead, rolling to the net. Demers using that speed, gave a little push, a little bump, trying to get an advantage, but it rolled in. Newson finally got it and kicked it away. Mackey's pass is blocked. Egan gets it to O'Neill on the near side. Here's Demers again. Little quick shift. Gets another shot on net. Newson was lucky that ball didn't bounce over. She went all the way down. She was on her knees almost before the shot was taken. And then she was able to pick it off. But you don't want to go down. And she was even a little bit lower than that. You don't want to go all the way down there and have it bounce over you. They gave it away, almost gave it away to Demers. Now she gets it. Another shot. Boy, she's had more than a half a dozen shots early on. Newson forced to make that save. She took it away from the defense. They were fiddling and diddling back there in the end zone, and they almost gave that one away. Demers got a good shot off. Newson helped out her defenders by making the save. All the way back to Miller. They knock it deep, and here's Mackey. Mackey was all confidence. I think she was all state, all New England. And here's Demers again. They pushed her a little too far, a little too deep, and her shot wound up going off the side of the net as both teams make substitutions. And they got a body on it, pushed it toward the net, but they pushed it wide. That was O'Neill. And now there's going to be another corner kick. It went out off English. So the corner kick will come from the far side. Off a St. Mary's player, but she had her back to the net and knocked it away. Now it goes clear across field. St. Mary's can't save it. Off St. Mary's. Off English. Egan with the throw-in. Lead pass, walking in, knocked in the far corner. Nice little lead pass, walked in alone. Newson had to come out and protect the near post. And that was Diaz, Gabriela Diaz. Knocking it into that, just inside the far post. So St. Mary's got a quick 2-0 lead here, and they've kept English pinned in their own end. Trying to center it. and English will knock it out of play. Corner kick again for the Lady Bulldogs coming from the far side. They kick a little ground ball. English kicks it away. And it's going to go out of play. English will get the throw in. They wait for the substitution. English trying to tip it in front. St. Mary's trying to tip in front. English tipped it away, and the kick goes high and wide and over everything, out of play. Yeah, Newsom will kick it away. Squeezing it by is Diaz. Long lead pass too far. It goes out of play. Out. And English knocks it out again. Ed McNeil, the head guy, he's been around for a long time with the English girls. Jimmy Foley, been around quite a while with the St. Mary's girls. And they call St. Mary's offside. English defender knocked it away. Nice job by Juliana Perry. Three-sport athlete at English, plays softball, basketball. Outstanding team leader. Diaz with it, takes the shot at the side of the net. Newsom will make the save and kick it away. Diaz got a head on it. Winds up with it. Lead pass down the far side, trying to center it. And Newsom just gets out ahead of Niccolo, who was looking for her second goal. Bounces by everybody all the way back to the St. Mary's end. And there's Perry hustling, but she gets broken up. Good hustle by Abigail Constein, who came over to help out. Try to center it back. There was a maze of players there. Now they take the shot from long range. It just rolls in. Newsom able to make the easy save. Again, bouncing by everybody all the way back to Mackey. Little nice tip pass to Downey coming down the near side. Trying to throw it out in front, gets it out there, but not much on it. And Newsom was able to come out of the net, pick it off. Perry gets it, knocks it away, but Mackey picks up the loose ball and clears it up to Downey. Blocked all the way back to Perry. Scooping it up is Emily Egan. Her pass is picked off. Knocked all the way back to Mackey. Upfield off Egan's foot. Here comes Diaz. Long lead pass, trying to center it. Newsom gets out there and picks it off. Nice try by Niccolo. She got down deep, threw it across. They had a player cutting across. I think that might have been Cornell. Defender blocked it, but it didn't make a difference because Newsom stepped out very alertly and picked off the would-be pass. Olivia Egan with the throw-in. Diaz with it. Long lead pass. Looking for Downey. She has to track it down in the corner. English knocks it out. Corner kick coming for the Spartans. Demers will take it. It skips past everybody. It was bouncing. They had an opportunity for a shot, but they couldn't get control of the ball because it was bouncing too high, and they couldn't get the shot off. And they wind up knocking it out of play. Mancanello again will get to kick it away. Follow the bouncing ball. It finally pops loose. English had it, and English lost it out of play. English takes it away. They give it back. Mackey with a rush. Her pass tipped and knocked away by Perry. St. Mary's has it down deep. Battling going on. English knocked it out. St. Mary's quick to throw it in. Getting it to Diaz. Trying to walk in, lost it. Almost set up a shot. They couldn't control it. Now they get the shot. They knock it high, wide, over everything out of play. And we're going to get a timeout down the field with St. Mary's leading in this championship round. 2-0 over English. Out of the timeout, back to Mackey. Gets it to the middle of the field. St. Mary's is totally dominant. English hasn't been down St. Mary's end in a long time. Shot, nice save by Newson. Julia Downing, only a freshman. She sent that one nicely, just lofted it. Looked like it was going to go over. If it goes over Newson's head, it's in the net. Newson went up high as she could and grabbed it 2 hands, made a very nice save. Fairly young team for St. Mary's. They have 6 seniors. The biggest senior coming back, of course, is the defender, Morgan Mackey, who was all everything last year. Tremendous player. As was her brother, who played center field for the boys' team. Demers and Diaz, the big scorers for St. Mary's, are both seniors. St. Mary's going to get called for a knockdown. Julie Niccolo didn't think she took the player down. I think it was Perry. Ariana Garcia, she put it down. The wind kind of blew it. It was rolling away from her, and she just chased it and kicked it. And the official said, no, bring it back. You got to do it from that spot. So from the 45, it's a major difference if you kick it from the 43. Mackey knocks it down. English trying to kick it to the net. They kick it wide right. Brown will watch it go out of play. Mackey will kick it away. St. Mary's stepped right over it. They were looking to kick it. They wound up, swung and missed. And it went out of play. Diaz had it. It was Perry that took it away. And Diaz gets it back. Niccolo trying to tip it. Blocked by English. Knocked out by English. St. Mary's with the quick throw in. English clears it away. St. Mary's winds up with it in the middle of the field. Blocked by English again. Fritz with it. Her pass picked off by Gutierrez. And then Garcia knocked it deep. St. Mary's coming back. And they knock it out of play. O'Neill's going to get called for the knockdown. So a free kick coming up for the Lady Bulldogs. Garcia lining up to take it. It wound up with Perry trying to walk in. Still with it. Finally got it knocked away by Diaz. And St. Mary's clears it upfield. Blocked. And here comes Demers. Knocking it deep. Broken up nicely by the defense. That long lead pass looked like they might send somebody in. And they're going to get called. Diaz got shoved. From the 20-yard line, Mackey will take it. 10 minutes and counting left in this first half. 2-0 St. Mary's. Free kick went wide left and cleared away by English. Now they clear it further away. Perry tried to head it to herself. A little too far. Picked off. All the way back to Mackey again. O'Neill with it. Looking for Demers. Getting there first defensively and very nicely was Garcia, knocking it out. O'Neill bunched up between two defenders. That gets knocked out by Garcia and Gutierrez combined. And they called it a bump rather than a knockout. So it's a free kick for Mackey. And never got anywhere near the net. Right into a white shirt and cleared away. She didn't get it up at all. She kicked a line drive right into the English defense. And this is going to go out of play. Newsom will get to kick it away as substitutions for English. Bounced right over Diaz's foot. Trying to keep it in and couldn't was Allie Fritz, only a freshman. English right back at it. St. Mary's right back at it in the English end. Perry stepped in and took it away. And now Mackey steps in and takes it back. Lead pass looking for O'Neill. Throws it out in front. And right there to tip it home is Niccolo. Great rush by O'Neill. She threw it across. And Niccolo was there. And she just tipped it up over the goaltender into the back of the net for her second goal. So St. Mary's pushes that lead to 3-0. Mackey again playing that deep center field, trying to get it upfield to Olivia Egan and pushed it behind her and out of play. And now Egan knocks, O'Neill knocks it out. Perry will throw it in. England's looking for a shot. They go deep. St. Mary's will knock it out. They had Tejada breaking. Perry threw the nice pass in. And just as she was lining up a shot, the defense for St. Mary's knocked it out. So a corner kick coming up for the Lady Bulldogs. Knocked away by Mackey. Here comes Demers. She can fly. Trying to throw it in front. Blocked, but St. Mary's gets it. Back to Demers. Walks around, takes the shot again. She's had a few of them. She's been a pain in Newsom's neck, getting shots on net. You just wind her up and she keeps going. That's going to be a bounce that went off the English hand. Trying to knock it down. And it bounced up and got a piece of the hand. And I think that was Amancio. And there's Newsom picking the ball up in front of the net. And she'll kick it away. Perry broken up nicely by Diaz taking it away. And then Diaz gets broken up. Loose ball. English comes away with it. St. Mary's takes it back. Mackey over to Fritz. O'Neill just kept it in. They tip it ahead to Demers. Here she comes. Again, Newsom has to slide and make the save. Niccolo breaking to the net, looking for a hat trick in the first half. Demers waited, gets it, and just missed sticking it inside the near post. They gave her the lead pass. She waited to line it up. Was clear. Got a good hard shot off. And it just missed going inside the near post. We're down to the last 2 minutes as Mackey stays back there and collects. Gets it up in the middle to Diaz. Niccolo looking for Demers. Way down deep to O'Neill. Trying to center it. And here's Niccolo again, sitting right in the lap of Newsom, hoping for a little bobble. Maybe she could tip it home. Here's Demers again. English looking to break it up. Demers drilled that off the defender. Looked like he got her up around the head, but thank God she's all right. St. Mary's now trying to beat the clock. English clears it away. Zayas broken up. They haven't let Zayas move. They've had somebody watching Zayas. Even when St. Mary's had the ball, I think they got somebody watching Zayas, so she can't beat him. Into the back of the net from a very tough angle. From way over on the far side. And that was Demers, I believe. That's a tough goal to give up with time winding down. And they blow the whistle. They score with about 10 seconds left in the half. And English sees St. Mary's jump out to a 4-0 lead. Niccolo got 2. Diaz and Demers got a goal apiece. And at halftime in this 2019 City Championship Final, St. Mary's leads English 4-0. We're back here at Manning Field, just about set to start the second half. A big first half by St. Mary's. Big first half by Julie Niccolo getting a couple of goals. Demers and Diaz getting the other 2. And it's 4-0 St. Mary's. English is looking for their first shot on net. The ball was virtually in the English end. Not 100%, but probably 80, 85 or more. It didn't cross midfield too often. When it did, it was knocked deep. Mackey was back there to just knock it back in the English end. So they didn't get too close to Eliza Brown. Eliza Brown could have bought a ticket for that first half. And St. Mary's did their job. Zayas is the main cog for Lynn English, and they just shadowed her and kept somebody on her, and they didn't let her go anywhere. She's got the ball now, but they're all over her, and they just knock her down. Diaz, with a shove, just pushed her to the turf. They're making it extremely tough on the young sophomore. Garcia kicks it away. And St. Mary's kicks it right back to the English end. And Demers gets it to the middle. Niccolo with it. They try to knock it deep to the net, went off the side of the foot and out of play. Demers almost walked in, and now Nicolo's called offside. Demers, I think, was the most surprised person in the house. The ball wound up on her foot. If she caught it cleanly, she would have walked in, but it bounced off her foot, and then Niccolo picked it up, but Niccolo was offside. Demers would have walked right in initially. Garcia will kick it away. Shot goes wide. Boy, she just works herself to the spot where she can get shots off. Kayla Demers. Perry bumped off by Diaz. And Diaz gets around Garcia, but then English picks off the pass and knocks it ahead. Skips past everybody. Back to Mackey. And it's going to get knocked out. Knocked out by Diana Gamboni, one of the English captains. Downey tried to get it back to Lovett, and it got tipped and knocked out by Zayas. Demers just tipped it ahead, couldn't get a lot on it. Newson came out of the side of the net, grabbed it, picked it off, and she'll kick it away. Lovett just keeps it in, broken up by Perry. Demers winds up, gets around, and couldn't get around Perry and Gamboni combined. It gets knocked out. St. Mary's will get a corner kick. Coming from the near side, O'Neill will take it. St. Mary's got a head on it. Diaz got the head on it, but headed it wide to the right side. Good kick by O'Neill, good bid by Diaz. But it just went wide right. Diaz knocks it down, walks around, gets loose, out in front, and they score. Great job by Diaz, went around the defense, made a very nice pass out in front. That gives Niccolo a hat trick. But give a lot of credit to Diaz. And now here's Diaz again looking for the shot. It rolled away. She couldn't catch up with it. Now Lovett knocks it to the net. Newson plays it on a hop. But Diaz got around everybody, threw it out in front. All Niccolo had to do was just knock it almost into the open net. Newson had to come over to block the near post. Niccolo was standing more to the far post, and it came over to her, and she just said thank you very much and knocked it in. And she's got a hat trick. Free kick coming from the 35. Mackey pops it up. Newsom does a nice job coming all the way out of the net and playing it on a hop before anybody can get to it. Zayas taking it away, but couldn't get started as St. Mary's took it back. And there's Demers. Just great hustle, using that speed. Beat the defense to the ball. Now, shot got blocked by Garcia nicely. Diaz blocks the clearing pass. Lovett kept it alive. They get it to Zayas. She knocks it deep. Mackey knocks it back the other way. And there's Demers again. She's so quick. Just gets to the ball so quickly. That pass a little bit too far out in front. But Niccolo keeps it alive. They go cross field. And we're going to get a call. I think call in English for a push. St. Mary's going to get a free kick. Mackey will take it again from outside the 35-yard line. Bye, everybody. Couple of bounces right to the net. Newsom makes the save and kicks it away. Mackey back there to head it away. Lovett knocks it ahead off English. Niccolo trying to walk in. Just got picked up. And there's Demers with the shot again, getting it on net. Niccolo almost walked in looking for 4. I think it was Zayas that just stepped in front, cut her off. I think the only time we mention Zayas' name is defensively. She hasn't come close to getting a shot on net. She got a hat trick and an assist, figuring all 4 goals for English in the win over Tech. But English hasn't got too many shots on net here today. And she doesn't have any. Off the head of Fritz. Out of play. And we'll get substitutions again. And I said Zayas with that defensive play. I think now it was Gamboni that made that play on Niccolo that stopped the breakaway. Lovett lost it out of bounds. This is Zayas throwing it in. Nice little shift by Mackey. Knocks it downfield very nicely to Maggie Pierce. First time we've called her name. Mateo trying to center it. Knocked away. Jimmy Foley going a little deeper to his bench here. Anna Parisi in there for the first time. They call it against St. Mary's. English will get a free kick. Garcia will take it. Diaz looking for it, knocks it downfield. Knocked away by the English defense. Diaz hustling, gets it back. Egan knocks it to the far side. Broken up again by Garcia. Playing well on that back line. And St. Mary's knocks it out of play. Ed McNear was way over from the scores table. The officials just gave him a little nudge and said, get back on your side of the field. Zayas, right away, as soon as she's anywhere near the ball, they double team her. She can't get anything done. They've totally shut her down. Diaz knocks it deep. Mateo hustling. Can't keep it in. It went out. They knock it deep. Mateo again, trying to center it. Hustling over is Garcia again. She's battling that wrap on her right leg, and it's starting to slip down. Loose ball, it deflected off the goaltender and then off the foot of Diaz, who had an open net to knock it in. It went off her foot. I don't think she realized that Newsom was going to drop the ball, and went off Diaz's foot right back into the lap of Newsom. Hannah Parisi, another in for St. Mary's. They knock it deep, trying to center it. That out in front was Pierce, who would have been wide open if she gets that pass. A nice defense out in front, and I can't tell who it is because her ponytail hangs way down to her waist and it covers her single-digit number. So I don't know who it is. Mackey knocks it deep. Love it. Egan, Diaz. They knock it deep off the foot of St. Mary's and then off the foot of English, knocking it out of play. It'll be a corner kick for the Lady Spartans. Hop straight up in the air, back to the corner it came from. Headed up and out, and St. Mary's will get another corner kick from the far side. Well, substitutions first, and St. Mary's is going to make a change in net. And I believe this is Adri Bauka, the young freshman. Eliza Brown will go to the bench. She's the daughter of David Brown, a very successful boys basketball coach at St. Mary's. We're going to get another corner kick. Everybody's breaking up field like went off St. Mary's. Official said, no, it's a corner kick for St. Mary's coming again from the far side. And that goes off the side of the net. So now we know it's coming back. Newsom will kick it away. The whistle was blown because they were making a substitution. And we'll re-kick. Love it. Get a foot on it. Taken away. Perry battling. They knock it to the middle. Michaela Walker, who's an 8th grader now in here for St. Mary's, as Jimmy Foley goes very deep to his bench. Deflected away. English trying to get it back. And we're going to get pushing and shoving, and they're going to call it against English. Halfway through and counting the second half as they lob it in, and St. Mary's sees English get a foot on it, knock it away, but they knock it out, and it's going to be another corner kick for the Lady Spartans. A lot of young players out there now. Nicolo, Demers, Diaz, all on the bench. They kick it wide. Everybody fanned on it. And the shot from long range blocked out in front. Got blocked again. And now they bang it off English and out of play. They knocked it out off Anadia Welton. And English knocks it out again. Corner kick from the near side. They kicked it deep by everybody. English clears it away. St. Mary scoops it up. Trying to throw it in front. They knock it off English, and it's not like a broken record. St. Mary's is going to get another corner kick. So this being the Saturday after Labor Day, everybody will take. They almost let that ball go. Good thing it was wide. Everybody, I think Newsom thought Eagles were going to kick it away. All of a sudden she realized they let it go. And she took one quick step, and I think she breathed a sigh of relief knowing it went wide. But this being the Saturday after Labor Day, this coming Monday, everything will get in full swing. Soccer will be playing regular season 2 or 3 times a week. Football will start in full swing. Tech and classical started last night, Friday night. Everybody will be in action this coming week. Looking for Perry, broken up by who else? Mackey. They tip it ahead. Walk in, they don't take the shot. And I think they called offside. They had an opportunity to take a shot, didn't take it. Well past the halfway mark of the second half. St. Mary's is going to go to 2-0, and they're going to win yet another Lynn City tournament championship. They jumped out 4-0, and now it was betwixt and between my right foot, my left foot. What do I do with it? And they finally kicked it wide. Jimmy Foley getting some of his kids some of their first varsity action. English knocking it away. Trying to get something started. Mary's breaks it up. They get it to love it. See, off her foot, tips it, and it goes right to the goaltender, Newson, who grabs it and holds on. Long lead pass, too far. It'll be Lynn Classical and Tech, father and son. Moreno, the coaches. Father coaches Tech, son coaches Classical, and it'll be the second year in a row. It'll be family members getting together. Mackey hustling, runs over, collides with Perry. Perry goes down. They don't call the knockdown. I guess they did. They're going to give English a free kick. I didn't see anybody taking it, but now Garcia's coming over and she'll take it. St. Mary's knocks it away. They don't let English get close. Down the far side. Trying to center it. Hit off the post and out in front, but there was nobody home to take advantage. Lovett was there, but she was to the near side and it popped straight back almost to the 10-yard line, dead center. And there was nobody there to take advantage. That shot from down deep hit the post and bounced out. We're waiting. We told that Garcia that wrap that she had on her leg was coming apart. and now she just took it off and threw it over to the sideline. Houston kicks it almost to midfield. Headed away by St. Mary's. Egan just kept it in. Trying to throw it in front. And there's Garcia knocking it away. And it goes out off Olivia Egan, who's only a freshman. I don't know if she's related to Emily Egan, who's a senior. Down the far side, St. Mary's trying to get there. They couldn't keep it in. St. Mary's just not letting English get going at all. It goes out off St. Mary's. And now one official is pointing someplace else for something. I don't know what he called, but it's still going to wind up with Newson kicking it out. And we'll have a sub for both teams. Everybody up in the press box had the heat on for the first two games because it was overcast, dark, and really cold. And now everybody's turned the heat off, and everybody with jackets on are taking their jackets off. The sun has come out really strong. It's warmed up. The blue skies have taken advantage. And I'm looking up at the blue skies and seeing a plane floating in. Never mind. St. Mary's keeps it in. Now it goes out off St. Mary's. The only question left in this one, will English get a shot on net? Or will they score? They got 4 against Tech. Zayas got 3 of the 4 and assisted on the 4th. But they haven't got anything going here at all. They haven't tested Eliza Brown when she was in there at goal, and now Balka's in there. Or Boca. And they haven't come close. The ball has been in English's territory at least 90% of this game. And a lot of times when English gets it across midfield, it's Mackey or one of the other defenders pushing it right back. Now they fan on it. English will have the ball just inside St. Mary's territory. And here's St. Mary's taking it right back the other way. Tipped. Down deep. And both fighting over it. It winds up with St. Mary's getting a foot on it and knocking it out. Newsom will kick it away. And St. Mary's knocks it right back. They knock it deep. Back there is Mackey. She was battling with Perry. Mackey knocked it upfield. Now English knocks it deep. And once again, St. Mary's takes it right back into English territory. It's going to go too far. They're not going to be able to run it back. They got behind everybody. They were onside, but they couldn't track it down as the pass was too far. Time winding down this one. We'll have one game left in the 2019 city tournament, and that will be father and son, Tech and Classical, for the second year in a row. The coaches, father, son, Moreno, playing in the championship final. Good hustle. Boy, Juliana Perry doesn't know that it's 5-0 with time winding down. She's worked hard through this whole game. She just keeps working. And here she is again. And get knocked out by Anna Parisi. Perry with it, has it blocked. She hustles after it. St. Mary's knocks it the other way. And now they'll collect. And they knock it into the English bench area, and English will get it back. Perry's a workhorse. We told him, three-sport athlete, shortstop, softball, guard, basketball, team leader in all three sports, including the soccer team. St. Mary's collects. Just kept it in. English takes it away. Good job by Welton. And then St. Mary's takes it away from her. St. Mary's with it down deep. Trying to throw it out in front. Blocked. Knocked away. And it was blocked. Get him right up in the face area. Blocking that pass. Bouncing around, Newsom will come out of the net, play it, kick it away. Down the near side, just kept in for the moment, and then lost out. It was Olivia Egan trying to keep it in. Garcia hustling around without that wrap. Knocked it away and out of play. We're in the final 2 minutes. So St. Mary's is going to win yet another city championship, going 2-0. And they're going to pitch 2 shutouts doing it. They shut out Classical 4-0. And now they're on the verge of shutting English out 5-0. They get a shot off, a couple of bounces. Newsom will play it as we're winding down here. So that'll do it. 5-0 St. Mary's. They win yet another city tournament. We're going to take a very quick break because they're going to make presentations of the trophy and the MVP award. We'll come back with that when we come back. We're back here at Manning Field. Jeff Newhall, the AD of St. Mary's, making the presentations. That's the MVP. I think it's Demers getting the award. Jeff Newhall's young kids helping him out. And the captains of St. Mary's will come out and accept the championship trophy. Well, congratulations once again to St. Mary's. Many times they've won this tournament. They do it again. Julie Niccolo had a hat trick. Gabriela Diaz and Kayla Demers got a goal apiece. Demers was all over the place, getting all kinds of shots on net. And they win it yet again. The 2019 Girls Championship is in the books. Upcoming will be the boys. But right now, St. Mary's can celebrate. They win it 5-0, their second shutout. They defeated their first opponent 4-0, Lynn Classical. And now they knock off Lynn English by a score of 5-0. That was the final score. So 5-0, St. Mary's is the 2019 Girls City Tournament champion. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.